Am I delusional? So today what I gonna talking about life. I know life, everybody's different journey, different story, different background, different country, different language, okay? And the way we brought up different, and everybody different, okay? And they have their own story, okay? I know. Doesn't matter where I am. Since I was a kid, okay, in Thailand, some people think I'm a weirdo. I know. Most of my life, I always think outside the box, okay? Do you know what outside the box mean? Mean my idea, my opinion, my thinking. My thinking is different, okay? Different for most people because I always have my own way, okay? My own way of life, okay? I know, like I like to hang out with friends, but sometimes I feel like I'm alone because I think different, okay? I have different idea, okay? That's why some people call me I'm delusional, okay? I was on TV show on 2009, okay? They call me I'm delusional. That means I don't live in a real world. They think I'm not realistic, okay? I know most of my life, okay, seem that I'm delusional because compare my life and most of my friends are different, okay? So people think I do things for nothing. I still make good living. That's what people think, okay? I know life is not easy, but good to dream big, okay? If you don't dream, you don't get it. That's my idea, okay? I know that at 25, okay, I was new in Canada. I was, I was new in Canada and I was 25 years old. I in Canada only maybe 3 years. I already sponsored somebody from Chile to be my nanny, okay? And I was 25. The nanny was on her 40 or something, and people think she was my boss. And they thought I'm a nanny instead, but actually I was her boss, and she was my nanny. And she wear high heel to be my employee, but I did not take her serious because, I respect her still, even she worked for me because she was older, okay? I still treat her like my mom. Okay, so today I'm gonna talk about I live my life different most of my friends. So they think I'm not realistic, okay? Okay, most of my life when I was younger, my life seemed easy if people look at from the outside. Okay, they think no brainer, okay? They think I'm no brainer. All I have to do is looking for a rich guy. In fact, I never looking for a rich guy. I never know even the guy rich, okay? Because most guy who rich, they are live in the real world and they are realistic. and they don't drive fancy car, and they don't act rich, and they are not ignorant. Okay. In fact, most rich guys are very humble. I mean, rich guy I know anyway. And most guys who show off, like act like they're rich, act like they are somebody, and they are nobody. That's how I learned. So all my friends think that I'm looking only for a rich guy, but I didn't look. Maybe that's why I found. But doesn't matter. It doesn't matter even now or then or what. I never looking for a rich guy anyway. I still learn how to be independent. I know I may be a little bit spoiled, but I still do what it takes to be independent, because make your own money is a lot easier to wait for somebody. Because if you wait for somebody money, a lot harder. They have the rule. You can't buy this, you can't buy that, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. Do you know what I mean? Same thing like when we work for somebody, okay? They have the rule. You have to break half an hour, or you can't do this, you can't do that at work. If you're late that many times, or you take too many days off, you get fired, okay? So when you work for yourself, it's different. You make your own rule, okay? You eat when you want to eat, you sleep when you sleep, and you work when you want to. So when I get used to my own style, my own freedom most of my life, my own way of thinking, and people think I'm unrealistic, I'm delusional person. So am I delusional or what? But most of my life I do okay, compare the average people, okay. Sometimes I doing good. I not even realize real life is people. I didn't know that people make like 500 or 1,000 or so a week, okay. I thought for me it's not a lot of money, okay. I didn't even know that. Sometimes when you make more money than most people, you think everybody make money. But some people they think if they make less money, they think if people make more money, they think not realistic. So depend on your own life, okay? You know what I mean? So people cannot compare their life to somebody else because they don't experience. You know, because we have different experience. That's why I say, am I real? Am I delusional? Or what? But to me, I don't think I'm delusional. Good to dream big and try hard and try to do something that you think impossible, but you make it possible. Okay? By the way, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe. I will see you next video. Thank you. Bye bye.